Hi, you guys. It's Eclectic Impromptus. I hope you had a good Saturday and had fun in the midst of the cold weather we're having. So, I had to do some thinking on this particular video clip today, and something I'm kind of struggling with, especially the past couple of days. It is what it is, but I thought I'd share this. Maybe somebody might have some insight about this. So, say you come from a dysfunctional family background, right? And or you hung around friends that had some dysfunctional tendencies. I get the feeling dysfunctional might be the word of the night. Anyways, and then you're going from that to something that might seem safer according to society standards, I'm just going to say. And you feel like you don't fit in. And the fact if you're a free spirit, that doesn't help it. It kind of makes things a lot more uh kind of makes it worse, we'll just say. Kind of been dealing with that. New Year's Day, I spent some time watching these short films about DV. Um, and that kind of hit home, actually. I mean, I was watching these videos, maybe I'd like to learn something like the psychological aspect of some of these people who mistreat others and stuff. And I also want to say I'm not in that situation. I'm very thankful for that. And, I hope those that are, keep yourself safe and, get help if you can. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but did want to point that out. Everything's fine in my marriage. I just wanted to learn like maybe the psychological aspects. Plus, it was just something to watch. But something else kind of resonated and clicked with me with this. And kind of was brought to my attention, kind of like a gut feeling sort of thing. So I've dealt with narcissistic people and people that have been toxic and have mistreated me at random times in my life, and you get out of it and you do what you can to stay out of it. Unfortunately, you then go into what is seemingly a safer environment. The whole you deserve better, and the people that you're now trying to surround yourselves with, they seem better for you, but seems like in the past it hasn't been the case. And I mean, I'm not necessarily struggling with it now. I'll admit it feels weird being around safer people. It's nothing against them. It's just I'm so used to being around narcissistic people who treat me badly. And I mean, as much as I wouldn't wish that on anybody or want that for myself anymore, and know I deserve better, at the same time, I just feel like an outcast. I mean, I'm not trying to be a drama queen. It just feels weird and unfamiliar, and I'm not used to being treated with kindness. And in some cases, these people that are seemingly trying to fit in with these safer people, they're wolves in sheep's clothing as far as I'm concerned. And, they seem nice on the surface, but it's just all fake and stuff. And I've kind of dealt with that. Thankfully, I'm not necessarily dealing with that like at work or at church or school or anything. The people there are fine, but it feels weird not having narcissistic people in the equation now, really. Or if there are, I'm kind of unaware of it, not noticing it at this point in time. And I've gotten so used to dealing with narcissists, and here we are in a safe environment, and it just feels weird and unfamiliar, and I'm not used to being treated with kindness. Like, I'm used to being treated poorly. But at the same time, I've also noticed something else. Solitude is another option, and it just seems like I tend to seem like that resonates more. It's nothing against anybody in my personal life. I'm thankful for them. My husband, people at the Reef, people at school, people at Blessed Hope, and and whatever other few friends that my husband and I do have. But it just feels weird, and in some cases I kind of feel alone at times. But and there's that saying, when you're in solitude, it could be you're alone, but when you're around people, especially a bunch of people and stuff, you feel even more lonely, and you feel like you're better off just being in solitude. I'm kind of feeling that at times too, and I've always felt that. And I always seem to prefer my own company over towards being around people in general. It's nothing personal. It's just it is what it is. But in some cases, I just feel better in solitude and stuff. I communicating with you guys is fine too. You guys have been great, and I appreciate the support and stuff. But it just feels weird, and I'm not used to this, to be honest with you. I'm solitude is the other what's that word? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Solitude is also familiar, we'll just say, and it just seems easier to be in that environment than being around people. It's either I'm with narcissistic people who treat me like garbage, and I know I deserve better, know to get away from them, and have caught on some social cues as to what to watch out for because I've watched a lot of narcissistic videos on YouTube and done a lot of research, so that's good. There's growth there. But even, around safe people that are safe, it's just you just don't know. And how do I know I'm not dealing with another wolf in sheep's clothing narcissist? It's just solitude just seems a lot easier. It's a lot safer, and I kind of like my own company. I mean, I can watch YouTube clips whenever I want. I can do YouTube clips whenever I want. I mean, that's always been fun. I know I've been a little bad the past few days, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I guess I just need to come up with ideas. I've been struggling with that a little bit, and life's been just a little kind of been in the way a little bit and stuff. But I mean, and also I can watch whatever movies or TV shows I want, and that's if I want to do that. I can read books, and what I want to read is my personal choice. And if I want to go for a walk or listen to whatever music I want or do my artwork or writing whenever I want, nobody's here to bother me or or anything like that. I mean, and I understand there's times I need to be around people, and I'm thankful for the ones that are in my life right now, don't get me wrong, but I like solitude better, I guess. It's nothing personal, it's just easier. At least it's better than the alternative, being around narcissistic people who just use you, abuse you, and just discard you like you're garbage, and nobody deserves that, to be honest with you. So, I mean, if you're struggling with this, I don't know if any of you are, but if you are, learn to be your own best friend and enjoy your company, and just know you have that freedom to do what you want. As long as you're not harming yourself, other people, or other animals for that matter, you're good. It's just you're free to do what you want. I mean, yes, you got to work, and if you're in school and you want that degree or whatever, excuse me for a second, yes, you should pursue that. And yes, if you're able to work, you do need to work. And that's a good thing. And there's a lot of advantages to, being, working and earning your keep and being able to take care of yourself. You help create that independence and stuff for yourself. And it's good to do that, and you do meet some cool people along the way too, especially if you're a people person. But even, if you're introverted, or even to the point you prefer your own company to other people, there's good people there too, of course. And I know I have that at the Reef, and I have to say I'm blessed with that, and I can't complain. But, in the end, as much as I love my coworkers, for example, I'm always ready to be home and just do my own thing and just have fun with it in the process. But something else to keep in mind, I also don't want to push religion on anybody. As many as I am a Christian, but I respect those that aren't. And a verse I'm going to share, it's in the book of Hebrews chapter 13. I'm forgetting what the exact verse number is. Excuse me, throat's getting a little dry. But I can write it in the comments section. I'll look it up and write it in the comments section. There's a verse that's saying that God will never leave you nor forsake you. So that's also something else to keep in mind to those that are Christians and have the same struggles as I am right now, or a similar struggle. I'm so sorry. Excuse me a second. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm so sorry about that. I'm feeling a little bit better now. But yeah, just something to keep in mind for those that are Christians in particular. Just keep that in mind. God's not going to leave you nor forsake you, and He's your best friend. People are going to let you down. It happens. It's bound to happen. But God's not going to leave you, nor is He going to forsake you. And, I can also take comfort knowing that. And anybody else who struggles with being around people and feeling that loneliness feeling or feeling like you're not fitting in, you'll fit in with God for sure. I can guarantee that. But anyhow, that's it for the day. Hope you liked this video and found it insightful. Maybe you could offer some insightful words of your own. Just nothing hateful, please. I will mute you and delete your comment if you do that. Just a reminder. But if you like this video, feel free to comment about, if you're struggling with this as well. don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share. And feel free to share this. I mean, maybe you might know somebody who struggles with this also, and maybe it'll help them out. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.